Be'ezrat Hashem. We're going to just go over Pasuk Yud Het, right? Since we got cut off with bad connections last year. So again, so we said like this. Kofer la tzadik rasha, right? The substitute of punishment of the tzaddik is the rasha, right? The kapara, the ransom of the whatever is there. Betachad yesharim boged, and instead of the traitor, instead of the yashar, it's the of the yashar, the straight, righteous in plural. It's the boged, the traitor. So we said that the Gaon says an incredible hidush. Yes, he says that when there is a gezerah that comes on the tzaddik, yeah, the gezerah is shifted, it is sent to the rasha instead of the tzaddik. And we explained in last shiur, yes, the definition of a tzaddik according to the Gaon. Yes, that the tzaddik that's in again, the definition of the tzaddik is what? צדיק הוא העושה צדקות עם הבריות ונותן משלו לבריות בחינם. Is somebody that does tzedakah with people and does it for free without, אף שלא היו ראויים, אפילו להטיב להם עמהם. Yeah, to people that are not worthy. They know they're not worthy, but doing good to that person, okay, is the definition of the tzaddik. We're doing again the pasuk Yud Het that was cut off in last shiur, right? So somebody that does good for someone, even though the person does not deserve it, says Shlomo HaMelech, yes, grants that person a shield of protection, that if Khalila there is a gezerah that comes on that person, the gezerah, instead of going on the tzaddik, it goes on the rasha. So the rasha pays the punishment of the tzaddik. Midah keneged midah. You did good to someone, even though he was not deserving it, right? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take the punishment, yes, that you deserve and take it away. Why the rasha? The rasha has to be punished. Anyways, but so now the rasha will get the punishment, but instead of getting it, let's say later on, he's going to get it now, so that you don't, so that the tzaddik doesn't get it. It's a big chidush. It's a big chidush. Big chidush. Yes. V'tachat yesharim boged. Yes. And what is the definition of a rasha? The Gaon says in Perik Bet, the rasha is somebody chacham that use it for the bad. Is somebody that uses chokhmah to do bad. Right. So he's using the potential that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him, and he yields bad with it. So the person yields bad, then the outcome is bad. That's which is the bad of the tzaddik. That's what the Rasha gets. Yashar says the Gaon is somebody that uses his chokhmah, his sechel, his intellect, right? So he's intelligent, he's chacham, he's knowledgeable, and he's wicked. Not wicked, he's shrewd. He has bina. He knows how to use his chokhmah, he knows how to use his intellect to fight his own yetzer hara and strategize, his behavior, so that he doesn't fall for the plan of for the plan of the yetzer hara. That's the yashar. Yes. So the tzaddik is someone that does good outside. The yashar is someone that does good from within. Right? He knows how to do good with himself against his own yetzer hara. Says the Gaon, a yashar has a greater ma'ala, has a greater level than the tzaddik. But why? Because the tzaddik, yes, it's true that he goes and does good for someone that does not deserve it. That's a tzaddik. Yes, but that's klape chutz. That's with others. Says the Gaon, a yashar, yes, when he works on himself and he uses all the potential Hashem has given him to elevate himself and strengthen himself and fight his own yetzer hara and change his own internal wickedness, yes, then that avodah is a tremendous avodah. So that elevates him above the action of the tzaddik. So says Shlomo HaMelech, okay, he says like this: V'tachat yesharim boged. Yesharim is in plural, right? Boged is the traitor. What's the definition of a traitor? Says the Gaon, a traitor is someone that has the ability to do good and doesn't do it. You know that someone can do something good, but he decides not to do it. That's treason. Hashem says, I give you chokhmah, I gave you bina, I gave you health, and you don't do what it takes for me, meaning you don't do anything with it, you don't act with it, you're considered a traitor in the eyes of Hashem. You understand? So says Shlomo HaMelech, yes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will send the punishment of many Yesharim on the traitor. Meaning if there's the Gezerah Lo Aleinu that has to come on a group of people that are Yesharim, that are straight, those people that work on themselves, so the Gezerah, instead of going on them, will go on the Boged, on the traitor. But one traitor is enough for many Yesharim. Where for one tzaddik you need one Rasha. Right? So that shows you the ma'ala of the Yesharim, that they're a much higher level, because all it takes is one Boged, right, to get rid of the Gezerah. Again? So, again, just the definition of the tzaddik, someone that does good, lechinam, does good to someone else, even though the person does not deserve it. The rasha, the opposite of the tzaddik, is someone that has the chokhmah to do good, he has the wisdom, he has everything, yes, but he used it for bad. Yashar is the one that uses everything, all the tools Hashem has given him to elevate himself and fight the yetzer hara. And the traitor, the boged, is someone that does not use at all the strength that was given to him. Right? That's the flip side of the yashar. The yashar, you give him the tools, he uses them to the full potential, and the Rasha doesn't use it at all. The Boged doesn't use it at all. Yes. And the amazing Hidush that comes out is that the more you work on yourself and you use what HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given you to better yourself and to elevate yourself, and the more you build a shield of protection. Because if Chaz v'Chalila there's a gezerah, it goes on the Boged. Now, why? If the person is not at that level, then if he's considered a tzaddik, if he does his tzedakah, yes, lehinam, even though the person doesn't need it doesn't deserve it, and no rayu lehativ, right? Like we said, and he still does it. That action of tzedakah triggers also a shield of protection. That if chaz v'chayila there is a gezerah, the gezerah goes on the rasha. Pasuk Yutet. Obviously, there's like we said, there's also meva'eret in last shiur, so you can have more flavor of it in last shiur. Pasuk Yutet. Tov shevet be'eretz midbar. You're better off sitting in the desert. Me'ez shet midyanim v'cha'as, than to live with a woman that is always angry and fights. We saw that pasuk, similar pasuk, right? A few shiurim ago. He says what? He says a woman that is always fighting, always angry, always looking at, at creating machloket. The entire life of that person that live with that woman is pain, headaches, and anger. That's what comes out of that relationship. So you're better off sitting in the desert where you're alone and you have nothing, yes, than living in Kasid. Shlomo Melech wants to say he's exposing the destructive influence, anger, and machloket has on a person. That's really what he's coming to say. Yes? You're better off with nothing than being without having something and having to fight and always, or being with someone that all they want is fight you and hurt you and angry, because they bring out from you, right, machovim, pain and anger. That's all they yield within you. So says the Gaon, this also applies. Ken Adam le'atzmo. He says the isha of the person is his body. When the body is eshet midyanim, she's always angry, she's always upset. What does that mean? Angry and upset is when the body is always needy. Yes, itchy, antsy, yes, snappy. The body is always, it has to be in perfect condition all the time, right? And you have to nurture its needs all the time. Yes. Rodef achar ta'avato, right? Always has to feed the ta'avot, and he's angry. The body is angry. Says the Gaon, Shlomo HaMelech tells you, you know what? How you solve this problem of the body? Tov lashevet b'midbar. Better off being in the midbar, right? Lemani malet mizeh, so that you can fix yourself. So, says the Gaon, like therapy. Yes, a person that is angry, the person that wants to break the ta'avot, yes, has to take himself out of his ecosystem and go into a midbar, into a desert. What does it mean, a desert? A complete disconnect. And that can be not only on a macro level, but on a micro level. A person that feels stress, he feels like his body is weighing on him, he feels that, detach yourself, shut down your phone, get out of the office, go into a place where there's nobody, mamash like a midbar, nothing, just you, and no distraction, and just let the calmness, let the loud sound of nothing, of emptiness, yes, heal you. The Gaon Bibim Forash, the Gaon says that's how you call that's how you can fix your anger. Yeah. Shrink 101. Yes. באמת. That's what זה מה שכתוב. Somebody that has ta'avot, who is angry, how you fix it? Meditation. Go on your own, nothing, no phone, nobody. It works, says the guy. Let's think about it 1 minute. Yes. You sit, a person has ta'avot. He has a certain ta'ava. Okay, a desire. What does he do? Shlomo HaMelech says, go into the desert. Now you know what? Go to a remote place without any access to nothing, right? Go into a room, shut yourself down, no access, no communication. What happens? What happens to that person in that room?
He starts to think, maybe.
Oh, there's a reflection, there's an introspection that happens. The person has no choice but to interact and reflect and address that emotion. Yes? And with a little bit of sechel, a little bit of clear mind, he realizes that what this is what dictates me. That anger dictates me. So they say when a person is angry, yes, instead of confronting, just go for a walk. Go for a walk. That's the desert. Let the anger dissipate. So too with the tava. So too with the tava. When Khalila there's a tava that kicks in and starts burning in the person's brain. Okay, go, get out. Get out. Get out. Find a place. Find an environment that's considered like desert, like where you're detached, and it will heal you. It will calm that anger or that ta'ava. It shows you that when you're in tune with yourself and you have the time and the ability to reflect, that chokhmah takes control over your body, yes, and then put in perspective, yes, that emotion, and you realize very fast that emotion is completely insignificant. So why is it dictating my behavior? That's what the midbar is supposed to do. midbar מלשון מדבר. כן? You speak to yourself. Good?
So that's the best therapy.
That's a therapy written black on white by the Gaon Mivina. So we trust that it is the most effective one. So, next pasuk is a little not too long, but maybe we're gonna do it there tomorrow. Pasuk Chaf. We just did, we redid pasuk Yutchet and added pasuk Yutet, so that we have time to do it properly. Bezrat Hashem tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bezrat Hashem. Bezrat Hashem.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Bezrat
Beautiful.
Hashem.